What's up, guys? This is Dan from Guitar from the Heart. I have a really cool lesson for you today on getting around the neck, memorizing the neck, and we're also going to use some finger tapping to achieve memorizing the ability to move around the neck a little bit better. Stay tuned. Alright guys, lesson here that I think you'll find pretty interesting. I need to review a couple of concepts from a previous video. I did this video about a year ago. It was getting around the neck and the concept of using what I called, at the time I called it in the pocket, playing in the pocket. And basically what that means, and you need to have some background knowledge to be able to follow this video, alright? But basically what it means is you're going to have to know your diatonic shapes, alright? And I'll put graphics on the videos so you can follow along. But pretty much there are 5 diatonic shapes, and I'm going to review this really quickly, right? If you know these 5 shapes, and there are different versions around, like different people use different versions, but these are the 5 that I use that I learned many years ago and that I continue to work on mastering. And pretty much they go like so, right? Let's say we're playing in the key of A minor, right? The first pattern will be like this. Running up and down the scale. Then we have second pattern, which is like third pattern. Right? Then we have fourth pattern. Fifth pattern. Okay, so if you know those 5 patterns, you should be able to get up and down the neck if you know those 5 patterns and you know how to move about between those 5 patterns. And so one way that I suggested you could do it is say, well, if you memorize each pattern as its own number, 1 to 5, then say if you're on pattern 3, then you can sort of visualize, okay, I'm in a pocket where I'm in 3, and I'm in this pouch or pocket, if you will, in this zone where I'm in the 3rd pattern, but that means that on one side I'm going to have the 4th pattern and I'm going to have the 2nd pattern. If you can visualize how to get from the 3rd pattern to the 4th pattern or the 3rd pattern to the 2nd pattern, now you have freedom to move from pattern to pattern like that. And you can just shift gears and shift gears as you go, as is needed to get whatever you're hearing or feeling out of you, but you can see what notes you have available. You get what I'm saying? So today, one drill that I've developed to help myself to be able to visualize the adjacent patterns is to use tapping. And I haven't done any tapping videos thus far, so this should be pretty cool. Let's use pattern 2. Pattern 2, and we're going to look at pattern 3. What we're going to do is we're going to play pattern 2, or make licks out of pattern 2. And then we're gonna visualize, try to visualize and see pattern 3 in our head next door to it and make tapping licks out of this. I'm gonna be tapping everything while holding my pick. I'm gonna use my middle finger. Let me just show the technique real quick. You have, say if you're playing, and you 7, 8, 10, and I'm gonna tap 12. I'm just taking my middle finger and I'm doing a hammer on. I'm not gonna do, you know, an in-depth on technique of tapping here. That's for another day, but I'm hammering on and pulling downward off. See what I'm doing? 7, 8, 10, 12. So I'm visualizing my pattern 2 and my pattern 3. My pattern 3 is here. So I'm trying to widen my horizons by visualizing both patterns at the same time, and I can essentially jam out different phrases by using both patterns at the same time. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna throw some background music so we can kind of jam over it, all right? All right, we got a little something to jam over here. This is an E minor. So, we'll use E minor instead. Let's use pattern 3 and pattern 4 from E minor. So what I'm doing pretty much is I'm playing pattern 3 with my left hand. My left hand, my fretting hand, never leaves pattern 3. But now I'm starting to try to piece things together by visualizing with my right hand, the other side of my brain, if you will, what notes are in pattern 4. You can see there's some overlap here on this part. These notes are pattern 4. Pattern 4 is this. But I'm only playing that with my tapping. See how pretty quickly you can come up with some pretty awesome types of jam track, tapping stuff, phrases here, right? So the rule is you're only allowed to use pattern 3 or the first pattern on your fretting hand, and you're tapping the other pattern with the notes that are left over from the other hand. Pretty simple technique. Experiment with it. You know, get the different charts and experiment with visualizing 2 patterns at a time. This will help you to move, you know, from one to the other. You understand? As you're able to visualize it. I got a more powerful technique that I'm going to show in a future video. But for right now, this is a cool way to start to try to visualize it and practice your tapping and come up with cool tapping phrases at the same time. So that being said, play the guitar from the heart and have fun with that. I'm just gonna mess around with this and let you watch me do it for a little while. My other camera died because I haven't had enough technical difficulties for one video, but whatever, right? We're not gonna let that get us down.